my name is Patrick and I work as a volunteer for Poland. My question to you is, who are you and what was your journey until now?
I'm Jennifer, and my journey is that I've been a climate activist in various incarnations for 20 years, working with cities, working with other NGOs, working inside the system, outside the system. But I'm here at Greenpeace because I think that we need to change the power dynamics around the world, to shift and bring people into the picture more, and I think Greenpeace is the best place to do that.
Hi there, my name's Bunny. I've been in Greenpeace for quite a long time, and I started off on the ships and have worked in lots of different places in Greenpeace, including lots of different countries and in lots of different roles. I've also worked on many of the campaigns, from oceans to climate to toxics, over the years that I've been in Greenpeace. And I'm really excited to be here working in a twosome, in a shared leadership role. And I think together with everybody else in Greenpeace, including our volunteers and supporters, we can make a really big difference over the next 10 years.
Hi, my name is Coralie. I work as a volunteer for Greenpeace Canada. My question to you is, have you ever been a volunteer? And if so, what is your experience as a volunteer?
My very first job in Greenpeace was as a volunteer. I was a volunteer on the ships and I loved it. It was a really good example and a really good experience, such a good experience that I'm still here almost 30 years later. I've also worked as a volunteer in other organisations as well in my spare time, and it's always been an incredibly positive experience, and I've also loved it because it's always been my choice about where I go and put my time. That's what I love about the volunteering aspect.
So I have been a volunteer over the years for a range of different causes. It's mostly been related either to working in soup kitchens in Washington, D.C. around, especially with homeless, which has just been such a massive problem there, or organizing against the Iraq War at various times. And I it helped me feel not so alone. It helped me feel empowered that I was doing something with amazing people. And yeah, it just brought a lot of both worth to myself and built relationships with other people that have lasted a long time.
My name is Belgis. I'm volunteer from Indonesia. My question to you is, what is the role and importance of volunteer inside Greenpeace according to you? Thank you.
So what's the role of volunteers in Greenpeace according to me? Well, I think volunteers are the lifeblood of Greenpeace. They're why Greenpeace, in a way, is relevant in the world. It's one of the reasons I came to Greenpeace, so it's really meaningful to me because I wanted to work in an organization that's connected with real people who are on the ground trying to make change. And I think volunteers are really a bridge in between kind of the world that we live in and things on the ground. And so we need to hear from volunteers, and you know, it's shared leadership as well. Bunny and I are working together on shared leadership, but that leadership goes all the way throughout the organization, and also is really something we see coming from volunteers.
Greenpeace has been built on volunteers. It's how it started. And it's extraordinary how many people actually come to Greenpeace as a volunteer initially, even if some of them do end up working for Greenpeace in staff positions. But I've worked with volunteers in Greenpeace who have been in their 80s and volunteers who have been 13 and 14. So it encompasses a really broad range of ages and all kinds of diversity. So the kind of perspective that volunteers bring is really important because it's much more diverse than what our actual staff is. So it brings into the organisation a really big range of thinking and ideas. And we are something like 40,000 or close to 40,000 volunteers in the organisation, which is actually really massive compared to how many paid staff we have. So I think the kind of work that we can do with and through volunteers just makes the kind of work that Greenpeace is doing so much bigger and so much more impactful. So they're incredibly important to Greenpeace and how successful we're going to be as a group of people.